Chair now recognizes Representative Benny Abante for his interpellation.
Nako po,
Thank you,
sabi ko sa inyo mga kababayan, kung lahat umattend yung mga ipinapatawag dito ng mga taga-suporta ni dating Pangulong Duterte, yung mga vlogger na nagpapakalat ng fake news, di umano mga kababayan, baka kay Congressman Benny Abante pa lamang tapos na. Alam niyo yung tapos na? Linis na. Lahat ng kanilang fake news, bistado na. Ano po, ito, ipagpatuloy pa natin.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to follow up the questions of Congressman Isidre
Yan.
to Ms. Crisette Laureta Chu. Ms. Crisette, will you be able to answer my question?
Congressman, Mr. Chair, yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know if Ms. Crisette actually wrote something about me. No, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember her saying things against me. Have you ever made a statement against me, Ms. Crisette, at one time?
I'm not sure, sir, but I'm sure I've been hurt by some of the things that the Quadcom during the time of...
Mr. Chair, you said you have been hurt.
Yes,
Why
sir.
are you hurt?
Because,
are you the ones being investigated? Why are you hurt?
No, sir, because I'm a supporter, and I just want to be honest, sir.
Mr. Chair,
Yan
what
na.
I'm saying is this. You are not being investigated. I'd like to ask a question. Why are you hurt?
Sir, Mr. Chair, I will just answer honestly. For example, if you are a supporter of a certain politician, as I'm sure your supporters in your district in Manila know, if somebody you love or support is attacked or investigated, it hurts you. But, sir, I'm just...
Kita nyo, kinain nyo yung sinabi niya kanina. Ano yung sabi niya kanina mga kababayan? Hindi siya nagsasalita about politics. Hindi siya nagsasalita about politics, pero sinasabi niya ngayon kay Congressman Abante na may time na nabanatan niya si Congressman Abante kasi nasaktan siya about dun sa investigasyon about sa Quadcom. Kasi nga may mga sinusuportahan siya na politiko mga kababayan na hindi naman may iwasan kapag ka supporter ka, masasaktan ka at makakapagsalita ka ng hindi maganda dun sa ibang mga politician na nag-iimbestiga dun sa politician na sinusuportahan mo. Ngayon mga kababayan, dito pa lang sablay na eh. Diba sinabi niya kanina, nung tinatanong siya ni Congressman Isidre, sabi niya hindi siya nagsasalita ng about politics. Ano po ngayon, ipagpatuloy pa natin.
Being honest, because I don't remember that I said anything about you. I'm just saying that I'm sure that maybe there were... I'm not sure, sir. I'm sorry. I don't think I've said anything bad about
Mr. Chair,
you.
I will not belabor anymore on what she said about me, no? But I just would like to reiterate what Congressman Jude has been saying all along. You said, you're a journalist, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not a journalist.
Yes, sir.
And you said a while ago that you write what you feel. Am I right?
On my Facebook, sir, not on my job.
Yeah, you said you write what you feel. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I do not need to be a journalist to write what I feel. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So why do you always say you're a journalist?
Because they asked me, sir, what I do.
You were not asked about being a journalist. You said it, that you are a journalist. Now,
Sir,
being a journalist, Mr. Chair, binanggit mo yung daw.
Ayan, yan.
Is that what you feel? Or are you trying to say now that that is what the masses feel?
Mr. Chairman, that's what the impression I got from the social media platforms.
The
like
impression
TikTok. Yes, sir.
that you got.
We call it social media impression, sir.
Well, I'm quite ignorant with the social media impression, Mr. Chair. But what I'm saying is this. You said that you write what you feel. Now, when you said daw, na maraming nag-resign na mga pulis, daw, all right? You were not writing what you feel. You were actually writing what you think the masses feel. Am I right?
Sir, in the first part of the sentence, yes, sir. And then the second part of the post where I had my own opinion, it was what I felt, sir.
So you believe that what you were writing, what you believe to be what the masses feel?
Yes, sir. That's right, sir.
All right. So you're not writing what you feel, actually.
Yes, sir, as well, sir.
Therefore, you were wrong in your first statement.
Yes,
Boko.
sir. Okay, sir.
Good. Very good. I'm so glad that you admitted that. All right. Now here it's...
In light of the new information, sir, in light of the
I do
press
not need
release,
you to
sir.
explain. I don't need you to explain, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir, thank
You admitted you're wrong, and that's it.
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you.
right. Now I'd like to ask General...
Hindi, gusto niya kasi mga kababayan paikutin pa si Congressman Abante dun sa kanya na namang palusot na gagawin katulad nung ginagawa niya kay Congressman Jude Isidre. Ngayon mga kababayan, Hindi siya umubra. Kaya Congressman Abante, kasi sabi ni Congressman Abante, hindi niya kailangan yung paliwanag nitong si Crisette. Kasi nga naman papaikutin pa siya eh. Ano po ngayon, ipagpatuloy pa natin.
General Torre here. You answered a moment ago, General Torre, that when you speak of a mass resignation, there's none. There's none. Will you please explain further so that Ms. Crisette Chu will be able to understand, but that is not what the masses feel.
Well, there's really nobody on record who filed their resignation, sir, just because of the Duterte arrest, sir. There's none on record right now, sir.
Ano?
Do you believe that, Ms. Crisette? Do you believe the statement of General Torre?
Yes, sir, because he has the insider information. I believe him, sir.
Would you now please write something about that? Even if you do not apologize, would you now please write
Yes,
something
sir,
about
if you
that,
wish,
that you
sir.
believe, now, just a moment, that you believe that with the statement of General Torre. Would you please write that?
Yes, sir, I will write, sir, that according to the PNP, there were no mass resignations due to the Duterte arrest.
Thank you,
sir.
And therefore,
Ano? Di ba mga kababayan, kinain niya yung sinabi niya. Kasi unang-una, sino bang paniniwalaan natin? Yung PNP mga kababayan, na sila mismo yung nakakaalam kung ano yung nangyayari sa kanilang departamento, o etong si Crisette mga kababayan na kumuha lang ng chismis na hindi kumpleto at pagdating sa kanya, gumawa siya ng chismis na kumpleto laban sa PNP. Diba, sino paniniwalaan natin sa dalawa? Natural, yung PNP, kasi alam nila kung ano yung nangyayari doon sa kanilang departamento.
you were wrong. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank
Ano?
you very much for admitting that again.
O ayan, okay tanyo, 2 beses nag-admit na nagkamali etong si Crisette.
All right, now, I would like to understand what you wrote also here, December 28, 2024. I have the copy.
Pero niya, pinitik lang ng kaunti ni Congressman Abante, pero wala. Sukul siya eh. Hindi naman siya pwede magsinungaling kasi kaharap niya PNP. Kung may hiya siya sa PNP, kung hindi siya nahihiya sa PNP, baka nagsinungaling pa siya. Kaso kaharap niya ang PNP mga kababayan eh. Eh di sukul siya ni Congressman Abante. Ang pinakamasakla pa dyan, 2 beses. Ayaw niya mag-public apology, di ba? O di aminin niya na nagkamali siya. O di admitted naman siya.
Here, and the picture, I was actually asking my colleagues here, who is this lady in that picture, and I was told that this is the daughter of the former president.
Ayan,
You
yan.
said, yung anak ka ng presidente, kapatid ka ng VP, mayor at congressman, pero kailangan mo magbenta ng deodorant sa TikTok with
Eto si Kitty Duterte to mga kababayan. Mali pala ako kanina, hindi pala si Sara Duterte. Etong si Kitty Duterte yung tinutukoy doon sa post niya.
matching actual application of deodorant sa kilikili mo because sayang ang pera para may pambili ka ng luho. Samantalang ang anak ng mga congressman lang na kung sino-sino nag-aaral abroad sa Europe at Switzerland at walang alam sa buhay, akala hardworking lang ang kanilang mga magulang. I would like to understand this.
Naku po!
I would like to understand what you feel about this. Now, you tell us right here in this committee, anong ibig sabihin nitong impression na ito?
Mr. Chair, respectfully, I would like to say that there are many congressmen whose children live lives that are far beyond what their son and other parents have.
Well, Mr. Chair, to inform Ms. Crisette that I have 3 children, and they never went to Switzerland to study.
Yes, sir. Not you.
Okay.
It's not you, sir.
All right, not me.
Yes,
so
sir, not
therefore,
you.
who are you referring to?
Sir, I would
You give us names. Who are you referring to?
Yung mga taga Batangas dyan, masarap ga ang gisado. Gisado ga.
You made a statement that there are a lot of congressmen. Therefore,
Overcook.
you tell us now, who are you referring to?
Sir, Mr. Chair,
Ano?
respectfully, my counsel does not want me to mention.
Your counsel is wrong. You made a statement, samantalang ang anak na
Iyak si Belio. Sa Paul si Belio kay Congressman Abante. Nga naman, yung abogado mo mali. Di ba mga kababayan? Biruin nyo ha. Pinapabanggit lang sa kanya, magbigay lang siya ng isang halimbawa kung sinong congressman. Yung may pamumuhay na ganun yung mga anak. Napakadali lang naman eh. kung totoo talaga yung sinulat mo na paninira doon sa mga congressman, ginamit mo pa yung mga kongresista natin, dinamay mo pa yung mga anak nila, kung talagang totoo yung mga paninira mo doon, magbigay ka ng pangalan kahit isa lang para paniwalaan na totoo talaga yung sinasabi mo. Ang problema, walang maibigay.
ng mga congressman. You made that statement. Maraming congressman. So I'm asking you right now, sino-sinong congressman yun na may mga anak na nag-aral sa Europe at Switzerland na walang alam sa buhay? Yun ang ibig sabihin nun. Yun ang impression mo, di ba? Alright, you tell us now. Because that is not only an impression, Mr. Chair. She is telling us...
To the rescue, si Belio. Kasi sa totoo lang, mga kababayan, sukul na yung kliyente niya. Diba? Sukul na yung kliyente niya. Magbigay lang kahit isang congressman na may anak na naninirahan sa ibang bansa at nag-aaral. Isang congressman lang. Kung talagang totoo yung mga pinagsasasabi niya. Kasi alam niyo ba, mga kababayan, sa totoo lang, ang gustong palabasin ni Crisit doon, sa post niya na yon, yung pamumuhay ng mga Duterte normal. Tama lang. Ika nga, mga kababayan, na kinakailangan pa magtinda ng isa sa mga anak ni dating Pangulong Duterte ng deodorant para may pambili ng luho, samantalang yung mga anak ng congressman daw ay nag-aaral sa ibang bansa. So ngayon, ang gusto niyang palabasin, buti pa yung pamilyang Duterte hindi kurap. Samantalang yung mga anak ng congressman, samantalang yung mga congressman, mga kurap dahil napapag-aral yung mga anak nila sa ibang bansa, yun yung gusto nilang palabasin publicly. Ngayon, tinatanong sa kanya kung sino bang congressman, magbigay lang siya kahit isang congressman na may ganong klase ng pamumuhay. Di ba sinasabi nila mga crocodile daw, mga kurap daw, yung mga kongresista natin. Dapat nga iniimbitahan din yung mga nagsasabi ng ganyan eh. Yung mga nagpaparatang sa ating mga kongresista na mga kurap, ang ating mga kongresista, dapat imbitahan din yon at magbigay ng pangalan yung mga taong nagsasabi nun. Kita nyo, isang pangalan lang ang hinihingi sa kanya, hindi niya maibigay.
Something that she believed to be true.
Your Honor, as counsel for resource
Mr.
person
Chair,
issue.
does the council have the right to speak in this committee?
The council should wait for the chair to recognize you. Representative Bante first.
Right, I'd like to find out. Because look, nung sinabi mo, ang mga anak ng congressman lang na kung sino-sino nag-aaral abroad sa Europe at Switzerland at walang alam sa buhay. That is not only writing what you feel. It is writing what you know.
Diba?
That's your conclusion. Therefore, I would like to find out sino ang tinutukoy mong congressman dito. Ipangalan mo na. Palagay ko walang congressman. Matatakot dito. Meron bang mali, Mr. Chair? Is there anything wrong with any congressman who can afford to let his children study in Europe and Switzerland? Is there anything wrong with that, Mr. Chair? Let me ask you, yes or no? Is there anything wrong with that?
Ms. Crisette, kindly answer.
Kasi sa totoo lang, mga kababayan, kung walang ibang meaning, yung gusto niyang sabihin doon sa kanyang post, bakit hindi niya pangalanan yung congressman? Magbigay siya kahit isa lang. Kasi wala naman talagang masama. Kung ikaw ay congressman na afford mo na pag-aralin sa ibang bansa ang anak mo, ano masama doon? Diba, mga kababayan? Ang problema kasi kung sa palagay nitong si Crisette, masama yung sinabi niya, may laman yung sinabi niya, mga kababayan, talagang dapat siyang kabahan. Dapat siyang matakot, nabanggitin yung pangalan ng mga kongresista na yon. Kasi aminin man natin o hindi, ang point ng gusto niyang sabihin dyan, kurap yung mga kongresista natin. Ano po, at hindi kurap yung pamilyang Duterte dahil nga, ang ginagawa ng anak ay nagdinegosyo pa.
The question.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, may I be allowed
Could you...
To the rescue, si
I
Belio.
will allow counsel to speak first after she answers.
Okay,
Your
Ms. Crisette,
Honor,
please answer the question.
Your Honor, to facilitate the expectation of the Honorable Congressman, may I be allowed to give 1 minute just to confer with my client, Your Honor?
Attorney Bello, tapusin muna natin yung question to Crisette. Pag na answer niya na satisfactorily, then we can proceed with your manifestation. Ms. Crisette, please answer the question.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor,
Mr. Chair.
my request is
Ms.
that...
Chair, Sec.
Your
Bello,
Honor.
wait until you are recognized. Crisette
Wait.
Chu is being recognized as of now. We have rules to follow in this. Ms. Crisette, kindly answer the question.
Sir,
Your Honor, just reconsideration, Your Honor. My request, Your Honor, is that before my client will answer, may I be allowed 1 minute to confer
Mr.
with
Chair.
Your Honor, to
Mr. Chair.
clarify
Pardon.
with the
Are you
permission of the
referring to
Honorable
a
Congressman.
legal advice? Would you like to confer with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you
Just-
confer with your client first.
Yes, Your Honor.
We have a 1 minute suspension.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sabi ni Christian, when the bira ng wala namang patunay, ayan tuloy. Kaya nga, di ba, overcook? 2 beses naluto, mga kababayan. Ito, pagpatuloy pa natin. Nag-suspend kasi, mga kababayan, kasi kailangan ni Crisit ng tulong ng abogado niya.
Chair, I would like to give way to what her attorney said, no? And again, I would like to ask Ms. Chu to respond according to how her attorney advised her.
Ito, pakinggan nyo mabuti.
Ms. Crisette is recognized.
Mr. Chair. Sorry, sir, I did not hear your question. My counsel was speaking with me. Could you kindly...
Senator Babante, do you have any question?
Yeah, I asked you a question a moment ago, and your lawyer conferred with you. So I agreed with what your lawyer said, and your lawyer said that it's just a matter of oversight, and you're willing to apologize. So please do it now.
Yes, sir, my lawyer and I talked, and my case is a matter of oversight. And I apologize, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to manifest that it's the 3rd time that Ms. Crisette apologized to this committee. Let me continue. On December 28,
Ano? 3 beses na, mga kababayan, ha? Ayaw mag-apologize kanina kay Congressman Asedre. Kay Congressman Abante, pinitik-pitik lang. 3 beses nag-apologize. Pero mga kababayan, kay Congressman Asedre, Judah Asedre kanina, lutong-luto siya. Nagkataon lang, mga kababayan, na na-overcook na siya dito kay Congressman Abante. Pero kay Congressman Judah Asedre, pinalalabas niya na hinahara siya kasi nga nasusukol siya eh. Hindi niya masagot yung mga katanungan ni Congressman Asedre. So ngayon kay Congressman Abante, 3 beses siya na nag-public apology, humingi ng pasensya. Mga kababayan, nag-apologize. Ano po, ipagpatuloy pa natin.
2024, Ms. Crisette,
Yes, sir.
you said in Tagalog, ang tanga ng
Yan.
gobyernong to,
Naku po!
not just as leaders, but as human beings. Is that what you feel?
Sir, I apologize. I do not know what happened on December 28 to make me angry. But if I wrote it that time
You're apologizing.
for not... No, sir, I mean, I do not know what
Hello?
situation on December 28.
Let me
and what the
continue on.
context.
Let me
Yes, sir.
continue on. It says, ipapamudmod sa mga naka-braces na nagbabakasyon abroad ang AKAP money tapos utang ng 629 billion. Yung budget ng ayuda this year na pinibigay kung kani-kanino na nag-mall tour pa yung mga tanga na 500 billion uutangin ulit kasi nag-deficit daw. Mr. Chair, Ms. Crisette, ang galing mo naman. Ha? Tanga ang gobyerno, ikaw matalino. Ano? Am I right?
Ano?
Tanga
Ano?
ang gobyerno, matalino ka.
Mr. Chair, when one is angry, one says bad things. And in the situation that, sir, Mr. Chair, in the situation when I found out
So you're
that our...
Mr. Chair, you still have words, no? Mr. Chair, ibig sabihin, that you are actually telling your anger to your followers? Your anger? Saan mo nakuha yung anger na yan? I mean, do you have the facts? Do you have the information? Do you have the documents? Mr. Chair?
Sir,
Napakalaking pagkakamali talaga, mga kababayan. Yan yung kalimitan na ikinada-downfall ng mga social media influencer, especially ng mga vloggers. Yung galit mo, dadalin mo sa social media, magsasalita ka ng kung ano-ano, hanggang sa nakakapagsalita ka na ng hindi maganda. Pangit yan! Walang magandang maidudulot yan. Ito na yung isang patunay. Tingnan niyo yung pagbagsak nito, mga kababayan.
nasa news po na uutang tayo this year and last year. Sir, sir, please, Mr. Chair, kaya ako nagalit kasi may nakita akong nakaakap na naka-brace tapos, sir, I am not laying it on the congressman. I am laying it on the person who gave that person 5,000 despite na, sir, kasi taxpayer kami.
Hindi yung tao yung tinutukoy mo dun eh. Ang tinutukoy mo yung gobyerno natin. Diba? Ang tinatanga niya yung gobyerno, mga kababayan. Damay na doon yung mga kongresista. Kasi unang-una, ano ba ang Congress? Eh diba parte ng gobyerno natin yan?
Masakit, sir, na makikita namin na...
Ms. Crisette, may I ask you the question, how much taxes did you pay? And I will tell you how much tax I paid.
Ano ka?
Sir,
Ang katwiran mo, you're a taxpayer. Bakit? Anong palagay mo sa akin, di taxpayer?
sir, hindi naman po kayo yung sinasabihan ko ng Mr. Chair.
Kaya
It was
tinatanong
the
kita, Mr.
process
Chair.
of distributing
Mr.
the
Chair,
backup.
tinatanong kita kung saan mo kinuha ito. Sa news mo lang pala kinuha eh. Wala kang documents. You cannot even tell me if you're telling facts or truth.
Sir, nasa news po kasi
sasabihin
na
mo, tanga ang
mag-uutang tayo.
gobyerno. My goodness, ibig mo sabihin, you're going to base your statement, tanga ang gobyerno, sa news na nabasa mo, Mr. Chair, and then you're telling me you're a journalist, and you're telling me that you're speaking the truth?
Dako po!
Mr. Chair, respectfully po, those are my feelings. Kasi binamigay natin yung pera sa
Therefore, if
ACAP.
that's your feeling, Mr. Chair, I demand that you apologize to this committee.
I will apologize, Mr. Chair,
Dako po!
for my bad words or for... I apologize for my bad words, sir.
Ano?
I apologize for saying the word tanga in my post.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair, for admitting that, no?
Iyak!
Siguro
Iyak!
naman, makikita mo
Iyak!
naman ng gobyerno, sasabihin mo mga tanga kami, siguro, pinapalagay mo, alam mo sa akin, Mr. Chair, ang pinapalagay ni Ms. Crisette, yung audience niya, mga tanga eh. Yun ang pinapalagay mo. Hindi
Ano?
ang gobyerno. Yung audience mo, mga tanga, kaya papaniwalaan nila ang sinasabi mo sapagkat yung audience mo mismo ang hindi nakakaintindi. That is fake news, Mr. Chair, and that is what we're investigating right now. You see? I hope that you understand that, Mr. Chair. Ms. Crisette, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Ikaw, nandito sa akin yung mga sinabi mo tungkol sa amin, ha? Hindi ako sumagot dyan, eh. Hindi ko na kinakailangan pang i-belabor yan. So, anyway, Mr. Chair, nakita ko naman na Ms. Crisette is now apologetic to what she said. I'd like to continue and I would like to ask TikTok here.
Ayan. Mga kababayan kita nyo naman. Kita nyo naman kung ano yung nangyari, mga kababayan. May iyakang serye na nangyari, oh. Sinasabi ko na kasi sa inyo, wag na wag ninyong sisiraan ng gobyerno kasi pagka itinanong sa inyo yan pabalik, baka hindi nyo masagot kung ano yung mga pinagsasasabi nyo. Okay lang, mga kababayan, walang masamang bumatiko sa gobyerno. Dapat, yung maayos naman na pagbatikos, dapat yung makakatulong naman sana sa lahat. Hindi yung gagawan nyo na nga ng fake news, mumurahin nyo na nga yung mga tao sa gobyerno, sisiraan nyo pa yung mga kongresista natin na nagtatrabaho lang. Eh, ang pangit kasi sa mga to, mga kababayan, nag-imbento ng kwento laban po sa ating PNP. Nag-imbento ng kwento laban sa ating mga kongresista. Nag-imbento ng kwento laban sa ating gobyerno. Saka ba naman nagkatala kung murahin nila ang gobyerno, ganun-ganun na lang? Tapos kapag ka pinatawag, pinaharap, sala sa ayaw umattend, ganito. Pakiramdam nila, hinahara sila. Pustahan nga tayo, mga kababayan, mamaya. After nila makalabas, dito po sa hearing ng Quadcom, bibira at bibira yung mga yan sa ating gobyerno. Mumurahin at mumurahin ng mga yan ulit ang ating gobyerno kasi matatapang lang naman yung mga yan kapag wala na sila sa Congress. Ano po, tingnan natin, mga kababayan, tingnan yung mabuti. Ito yung isang patunay na talagang yung pinaggagawa ng mga ito, yung sinasabi sa gobyerno, ka-fake newsan po talaga yan. Diba, ka-fake newsan talaga. Kaya nga napakasarap, mga kababayan, sa totoo lang, na nagdi-depend lang kami sa ating gobyerno. Bakit? Sinasagot lang namin yung mga fake news na ibinabato nila laban sa ating gobyerno. Kasi sa totoo lang, mas masarap mag-depend kaysa gumawa ng fake news at siraan ang ating gobyerno. Ano po, mga kababayan? So yan, kita nyo naman, yung pinapanginoon at sinusuportahan ng mga DDS supporter, yung kanilang ina-idolize, eto umiiyak na, pinaiyak ni Congressman Abante.